Are you looking to start a new hobby or just want to try out something new, but you don't know where to start? Well, you're in the right place. In this video, we're diving into the wonderful world of acrylic painting, specifically focusing on how to choose the best acrylic paints for beginners. It can get very confusing and frustrating to choose the right supplies when you have so many choices. With this guide, I give you 5 aspects to consider when you're choosing your paints. Hi, my name is Alolabi, and I'm an artist based in Wels, Austria. Before we dive into the details, let's cover the basics. What you need to know about acrylic paints. Acrylics are water-based paints, offer versatility, vibrant colors, easy cleaning, and most importantly, quick drying time. They can be diluted with water for more like a watercolor effect or layered for more opaque finish. Acrylic paints are available in various consistencies, heavy body, soft body, and fluid, accommodating to different painting techniques and preferences. Now let's jump into our guide on how to choose the best acrylic paints for beginners. More or less, you need to consider 5 aspects when you're trying to choose your acrylic paint. First of all, let's talk about ease of use. There are several key features under this aspect to keep in mind. One of it is consistency of the paint. For starters, it's important to choose paints that strike a right balance. Not too thick, not too thin. Look for paints that have a smooth, creamy consistency, making them easy to spread and apply onto your surface. Now you ask, how could you know without trying it? Well, check the tube. Try to squeeze the paint. Take a paint tube and try to squeeze it a little bit, side to side, up and down, as it feels good. Aim for the ones that are not too easy, but also not too hard to squeeze. A good consistency of the paint will help you with the mixing the colors evenly. This is especially useful when you want to create custom colors. I want to mention blendability of the colors as well. Acrylic paints that blend well allow to create smooth transitions between colors and achieve fine gradients. This is especially useful for those who are just starting out and experimenting with different painting techniques. Another important feature are opacity and coverage of the paint. This feature is important for layering. Low-quality acrylic paint doesn't contain as many pigments as artist paints, and you need to use several coats of them to achieve the desired result. Here's an experiment I tested 2 different paints, one low grade and one artist grade. I drew a black line with Sharpie and I painted over with both paints, using blue and white to compare them. The artist grade paint showed through the black line a lot less than the cheaper paint, likely due to higher quality pigments and a higher pigment concentration, which resulted in better coverage and opacity. The second aspect you should consider is color range. While having access to a wide range of colors can be appealing, it's equally important for beginners to consider the benefits of a focused color palette. Limiting your selection to a few essential colors can help reduce confusion and streamline your learning process. When choosing acrylic paints, consider starting with a basic palette of primary colors, red, blue, and yellow, along with white and black. If you wish to start with more colors, try adding secondary ones, orange, violet, and green. The important point is that with just a handful of colors, you can learn the fundamentals of color mixing and develop a strong understanding of how different hues interact with each other. Number 3 is versatility. Generally, most acrylic paints can be used on a wide range of surfaces, including canvas, paper, wood, fabric, and more. However, some specialty acrylic paints may have limitations on surfaces they can be used on due to their specific formulations or intended purposes. For example, acrylic paints designed for use on porous surfaces like fabric may not stick as well to non-porous surfaces like glass or metal. Similarly, some acrylic paints formulated for outdoor use may be specifically designed for use on surfaces like concrete or stone, but may not perform as well on other surfaces. It's essential to read the label or product description carefully to understand the intended use and recommended surfaces for any particular acrylic paint. And now, let's talk about price. You don't necessarily need to invest in expensive art supplies to start painting. I know affordability is crucial. It's also important to know that not all paints offer good value for their money. This includes factors such as the quality and quantity of pigments, color intensity, coverage, and just overall performance. You can probably find paints in your local stationery store, their own store brand, which are usually very cheap, like 1 to 2 euro per tube. But also the quality is not what you're looking for. You can find a basic artist's primary set with 6 to 8 colors starting from 15 to 20 euros, depending on the brand you are choosing. Now let's mention some brands. Each of them offers a starter set with 6 to 8 tubes of paint, mostly the primary colors and white and black. Number 1. Liquitex Basics, probably the most affordable on this list. Their starting set costs around 15 to 20 euros. Royal Talents Amsterdam. They have a standard acrylic series. The primary set is priced around 20 to 25 euros. Number 3. Winsor & Newton Galleria Acrylics. Their paint set is offered for 25 to 30 euros. Lucas Krill Studio offers a basic set with 6 tubes for around 25 euros. Schminke Academy Acrylics, their set is priced approximately 30 to 35 euros. Number 6, Golden Heavy Body Acrylics. This is slightly pricier. However, their set of paint offers 6 colors, 1 white, and an extra glazing medium, and it's typically cost between 50 to 60 euros. All these 6 brands provide a great starting point for beginners, offers quality and affordability. Last but not least, let's touch on another aspect of acrylic paints that may not be the top of mind for beginners, but it's worth considering. Number 5. Lightfastness. Lightfastness refers to how well a paint retains its color over time when exposed to light. Now, for beginners, lightfastness might not be the foremost concern. You're likely more focused on exploring different colors, experimenting with techniques, and simply enjoying the process of creating, and that's perfectly okay. However, it's still good to be aware of lightfastness as an option to think about. Why? Well, imagine pouring your heart into a beautiful painting you want to cherish for years. In that case, choosing paints with good lightfastness can help ensure that your artwork maintains its vibrancy over time, preserving the beauty of your creation. So while it may not be the most pressing consideration for beginners, lightfastness is something to keep in mind as you grow in your artistic journey. And here are some extra tips for you. Start simple. Begin with few basic colors. As you go, add more colors that you like. Try something new. Don't be afraid to experiment. Use different paints, colors, and ways to paint. It's fun to explore. Try different brushes. Brushes come in all shapes and sizes, like flat, round, angled. Each brushes make different kinds of strokes and textures. Experimenting with different brushes can add fun and variety to your artwork. Practice regularly. Keep practicing. The more you paint, the better you'll get. Mistakes are okay. Just kidding. There are no mistakes in painting. Just happy accidents, as Bob Ross said. Well, that's all for now. I hope this guide has helped you in choosing the paints you're looking for. If you find it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more useful content coming your way.